True love is something that can overcome time, making the mind dance whenever we remember it. Of course, this is not a story about any couple. This is a story about a name firmly engraved in the hearts of millions of football enthusiasts. Upon entering the world, young Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima had to face troubles starting from his name to his birth certificate. Due to the family's financial difficulties, it took 4 days after his birth for his father to gather enough money to make a birth certificate for him. A very common name in Brazil at the time, before it became the name of a person who would travel beyond the national borders to Europe at just 18 years old. After becoming a phenomenon in Brazil with Cruzeiro, Ronaldo chose PSV Eindhoven for his first step on the old continent. In the lowlands, it didn't take long for him to prove just how good he was. Remember that in a match against a much stronger Bayer Leverkusen in the first round of the UEFA Cup, and having to play away, Ronaldo put on an unprecedented performance for his age. He scored a hat-trick to help PSV narrow the gap to 3-4 after being led 1-4 and only lost 4-5 after 90 minutes. The legendary German forward Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, who played for Bayer Leverkusen in that match, was incredibly stunned, saying, "I have never seen in my life a forward as excellent at such a young age as that." Barcelona's then coach, Bobby Robson, who was coaching the team at the time, could not have imagined one day he would be teammates with this young man. I watched PSV on television and had to exclaim, "That guy is clearly the most outstanding player I've ever seen." We now often see Messi surpassing 5 to 6 players, but Ronaldo was the first to do that. In his second year playing for PSV, Ronaldo suffered a knee injury and had to sit out for a long period. Even so, he managed to score 19 goals in 21 appearances that season. Ronaldo scored 49 goals after just 2 seasons with PSV, making the Netherlands too small for such a great talent. When Johan Cruyff's legendary FC Barcelona was angered by the president for not getting Alan Shearer's signature, they turned to the next target, and that was Ronaldo. Ronaldo didn't arrive at Barcelona in a typical way as a young player joining a big club. Only the high-ranking members of the Catalan club had to find a way to reach him. On the day Barcelona was disappointed not to get Alan Shearer's signature, they turned their attention to the next target. However, the journey of Barcelona's vice president to reach El Fenomeno, Ronaldo, was not easy. At the hotel, 2 security guards were standing there and wouldn't let me approach Ronaldo or any other players. Fortunately, I met a Spanish waiter working at the hotel, and he lent me his uniform and a can of Coca-Cola. I had to disguise myself for the security guards to let me through, and Ronaldo himself opened the door for us to sign the contract right on the bed. The rest of this dramatic deal is history. Ronaldo moved to Barcelona for a then world record fee and displayed the finest football of his career. In his debut match for Barcelona in the first leg of the Spanish Super Cup, he scored 2 goals in a victory over Atletico Madrid. A Barcelona teammate recalled, "He started and finished a move without needing anyone else. I don't know whether to call Ronaldo a number 9 or a number 10 because he was a killer as a number 9, but had the skills of a number 10. But whether he was a number 9 or a number 10, Ronaldo was still the number 1. Even Johan Cruyff agreed with this view, even suggesting Ronaldo was better than Maradona of 1986 because the Golden Boy only did miracles in a few matches, while Ronaldo did it every day. Watching Ronaldo control the ball, dribble past opponents, and finish off with a goal was not only the hallmark of a killer striker, but also the nightmare of any defense. Most nets would tremble before Ronaldo's final shot was taken. Strikers playing in the center-forward position would have their own issues. Some are very fast, some are strong with physical play, and some are extremely skillful, but Ronaldo, with his gap-toothed smile and squirrel-like quick feet, could do it all. An all-around player so perfect that he scared any defender marking him. He always ended a situation with a face exhausted, even if it was a concrete wall, because no one could keep up with him. Speed was Ronaldo's most frightening aspect, a terrifying element for any defensive setup back then. one defender in La Liga at the time made a shocking statement. "If you think marking Ronaldo is possible, go ahead and do it. I'll sit on the sidelines and watch you struggle." June 12, 1996, has always been one of the most special days in football history. Still, if you're not sure what that day is, then let me tell you. In the 36th minute of the match, the ball reached Ronaldo at the halfway line. The distance to the opponent's goal was 50 meters, with 4 Compostela players surrounding him. He received the ball in midfield, evaded the pressure of 2 players, sprinted straight to the penalty area, made continuous feints to beat 2 more defenders of the home team before decisively finishing past the goalkeeper. All this happened in just 10 seconds. Bobby Robson, watching that moment, was truly stunned. He knew he had just witnessed something unprecedented and perhaps would never appear in anyone else. The position on the bench allowed him to witness the world's best player do something incredible, to the point he declared, "You can go anywhere in the world and not find someone who can score such goals." Ronaldo's goal was so impressive that the match referee, Victor Esquinas Torres, had to compliment himself, saying, "I feel very satisfied with my role in that goal. I could have stopped the play when Ronaldo was fouled too many times. But we didn't. And thank God, it was wonderful." The commentator on Catalunya radio also declared, "Ronaldo is the epitome of all football values." In his first and only season with Barcelona, the Brazilian striker immediately shone by scoring 49 goals in 47 appearances, becoming the youngest player to win the FIFA World Player of the Year award. That period was so outstanding that veteran writer Eduardo Galeano admitted in his memoirs, "Ronaldo was surreal. He was so good that he made the rest of the league feel ashamed." However, Ronaldo left Barcelona as a villain, despite setting a record that no striker in Europe at the time, like Alan Shearer or Filippo Inzaghi, could match. Ronaldo truly abandoned Barcelona in the final stages of the season, choosing to wear the Brazil national team jersey for extended friendly tours. In 1997, Brazil stated that La Liga could have gone to Barcelona if Ronaldo had stayed. Ronaldo left amidst the turmoil despite all efforts to mend the relationship. Ultimately, they failed. With a transfer fee of $27 million, he broke the world transfer record for the second time when he joined Inter Milan in the summer of 1997. There, Ronaldo continued to display his unique style of football. In his first season, he scored 25 goals in 32 Serie A matches, with unstoppable form. The top teams in Serie A were helpless against the 21-year-old from Brazil. His explosive speed from midfield became a nightmare for Italian teams at that time. However, his peak performance didn't bring the Scudetto to Inter Milan. In the second leg of the decisive match between Juventus and Inter that season, with just 4 rounds left, a controversial incident occurred. Juventus was leading Inter by 1 point, and when the score was 0-0 after 70 minutes, Ronaldo was brought down in the box by Juventus defender Mark Giuliano. Still, referee Piero Ceccarini allowed play to continue. Juventus eventually won 1-0, and the clear foul on Ronaldo sparked heated controversy and a brawl among players. To this day, the referee's controversial decision is still debated. Ronaldo scored 49 goals in 68 matches for Inter Milan. He reached the pinnacle of his career with the Ballon d'Or in 1997 and was named FIFA World Player of the Year in 1998. The 1998 World Cup in France saw Ronaldo and his Brazilian teammates win the UEFA Cup, but then faced one of the most heartbreaking moments. A sudden seizure before the final caused Brazil to lose the World Cup, despite immense expectations. Ronaldo had shone throughout the tournament, but was overshadowed and disappeared in the final, leading to a devastating defeat. After the World Cup, Ronaldo continued to score consistently for Inter Milan, but during this period, he suffered from several persistent injuries. Any discussion about the greatest player in history ceased abruptly when, on November 21, 1999, during a match against Lecce in Serie A, he sustained a serious knee injury. forcing him to miss nearly 5 months. This knee injury led to a series of knee issues Ronaldo had to endure later. José Luis Runco, Ronaldo's private physiotherapist at Inter Milan, explained that athletes who use a lot of energy are always at risk of muscle and ligament injuries, unlike slower athletes who rarely face such issues. Ronaldo's injuries were partly due to his explosive ability. He didn't just run fast in a straight line. He changed direction at incredible speeds. Sometimes Ronaldo would fall, stand up immediately, and suddenly shift from left to right, dizzyingly. The way he played made him more prone to injuries, seen as the price to pay for the beauty Ronaldo chose to bring. This marked one of the most challenging phases of Ronaldo's career. On April 12, 2000, in a Coppa Italia match against Lazio, Ronaldo's knee injury recurred, this time with a complete rupture of the kneecap ligament, causing heartbreak among coaches, players, and fans worldwide. Ronaldo was just 24 years old. He had to stay away from football for nearly 2 years, and there was no guarantee of a successful recovery. Many doubted whether Ronaldo would ever return to his previous form or even play professional football again. However, Ronaldo's resilience was unparalleled. He did not give up. He underwent multiple surgeries and grueling rehabilitation sessions, determined to make a comeback. Ronaldo's return to football was nothing short of miraculous. He joined Real Madrid in 2002, becoming part of the legendary Galacticos team. Despite lingering concerns about his fitness, Ronaldo proved his doubters wrong. He played a crucial role in helping Brazil win the 2002 World Cup, scoring 8 goals, including 2 in the final against Germany. His redemption was complete when he was awarded the FIFA World Player of the Year for the 3rd time and the Ballon d'Or for the 2nd time. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo continued to showcase his extraordinary talent. He scored goals with the same finesse and power that had made him a global icon. Although his time at Real Madrid was marred by occasional injuries, he remained a vital player for the team, winning several trophies, including La Liga and the Intercontinental Cup. Ronaldo's journey took him to AC Milan and then back to Brazil with Corinthians, where he eventually ended his illustrious career. Throughout his career, Ronaldo faced numerous challenges, from severe injuries to personal struggles, but his love for the game and his determination to overcome adversity never wavered. Ronaldo's legacy is not just defined by his goals and trophies, but by his spirit and resilience. He remains an inspiration to countless players and fans, a true testament to the power of passion and perseverance in the face of adversity. Today, Ronaldo is celebrated as one of the greatest footballers of all time. His story is one of triumph over tragedy, of a player who rose from the streets of Rio de Janeiro to become a global football legend. His influence on the game is immeasurable, and his legacy continues to inspire new generations of footballers.